When you finally let go, your twin flame can't stop what they feel today. I want to speak to you from the soul about something you might have felt in silence for far too long. That invisible pull, that energy that burns without touching, the connection that awakens you in the middle of the night when no one is near. If you are here right now, it is not by chance. Your soul asked to hear this message. Subscribe to this channel now so you don't miss any guidance that could transform your life and your connection with your twin flame. There are things that cannot be explained with words, only with vibrations. I'm speaking to you, woman who feels without seeing, who burns inside when they appear in your thoughts without you seeking them. That connection that wakes you at dawn, that makes your skin tremble without anyone touching you, is not fantasy. It is your twin flame speaking to you from their soul. Perhaps you have wondered why their absence feels stronger than many presences. Why? There are nights when their energy settles in your body like an inexplicable etheric caress. It is because there exists a sacred connection where love transcends the body and transforms into the language of the soul. For months, perhaps years, you have given everything you had within you. You have loved in silence. You cried in the solitude of your room, wondering if they would ever feel the same. You've waited, you've hoped, you've prayed. But now, just when you surrendered emotionally, when you stopped fighting and simply let go, something profound began to awaken in them. The masculine energy, which seemed cold, distant, even indifferent, begins to feel an internal fire they cannot explain, a force that pushes them toward you without being able to resist. They wake up at night remembering your voice, your gestures, your smile. They begin to feel your absence like never before. And what was once denial now transforms into desperation. In your surrender, you have activated an ancestral code between twin flames. That moment of release, far from pushing them away, connects them directly to you on an energetic level impossible to control. They feel the urgency to find you, to understand why suddenly they cannot stop thinking about you. Perhaps you wonder if this change is real or just another illusion. But let me tell you something profound. When a twin flame woman surrenders truly, without expectations, without fears, the universe begins to move all the necessary pieces for reunion. And they, although they do not understand what is happening to them, will begin to search for signs in every corner of their life. You will see them more restless. You will feel them in your dreams. You will experience waves of sudden emotions that do not belong to you, but that pierce you as if they were yours. Because at this moment, their soul cries out for you, even when their ego tries to silence it. They will remember moments they had buried. They will smile unwittingly when thinking of you, and at the same time they will feel fear. Fear of the intensity of what they feel, fear of losing you forever, fear of not knowing how to approach you after so much time in the shadows. It is likely they will try to run again, that they will invent excuses, that they will seek refuge in distractions. But inside them, the truth has already been planted. The seed of love they denied so much is sprouting with a force they don't know how to handle. And while all this happens, your task is not to chase them or seek them. Your task is to maintain your high vibration, continue your path, trust the process. Because in the story of twin flames, when one surrenders with love and acceptance, the other inevitably begins to awaken. They will begin to see your face in unexpected places, to hear songs that remind them of you, to have coincidences that the universe places in their path like a spiritual whisper, like a subtle shout that says, "She has already surrendered. Now it is your turn." Remember that the bond between twin flames transcends time and space. Nothing and no one can break what was written by destiny. And although at this moment you cannot see it, every movement they make, every thought, every heartbeat is connected to you. Trust the messages you receive. If lately you have had vivid dreams with them, you feel a strange energy in your heart. If suddenly you feel that something big is about to happen, It is because it is. You are at the threshold of a profound change. Many times the pain of separation was necessary for both to grow. You learned to love yourself, to put yourself first, to stop searching outside for what you could only find within yourself. And now the universe rewards you with this awakening of the masculine. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you receive clearer signs, an unexpected call, a message, or even a casual encounter. When she finally lets go, the masculine cannot control what they feel, and you are seeing this happen in real time. Before we continue, I want to ask you something important from my heart. Make sure right now that you are subscribed to this channel. I don't want you to miss any signal, any revelation that could bring you even closer to your twin flame. Every message we upload here is a piece of the puzzle that the universe is building with you. If you are already subscribed, thank you for trusting. And if not yet, this is the perfect moment to do it. Now breathe deeply, because what is coming in your connection is not coincidence. There are invisible movements that have already begun to happen. People close to them will start to mention your name, even without knowing why. The universe will use all possible means to push your twin flame toward you. At night they will wake startled with the sensation that they are losing you. That fear will become their greatest engine. They will no longer be able to sustain the indifference they pretended so well. Their mind will struggle, but their soul will drag them toward you with a force they do not understand or control. They may try to search for you on social media, review your status updates, your photos, your posts, even if you never gave them signs of waiting for them. Because when a twin flame woman surrenders truly, the vibration of her energy crosses any distance. What is most impactful is that they will begin to feel what you felt for so long. That mixture of desire, nostalgia, anguish, and unconditional love, all at once. And although they try to hide it, their body will betray them. Heart palpitations, insomnia, constant thoughts of you. Their friends will notice that something in them changed, that they are quieter, more distracted, more absent, as if their mind were elsewhere. Because it is. Their mind, their heart, and their spirit will be with you, even if physically they are still far away. Every conversation they have, every song they hear, every place they go, everything will remind them of you. Even the places where you were never together will begin to have your energy, because that is how the call of souls that are destined works. Perhaps they will seek advice. They will ask someone they trust about what they feel, maybe even consult tarot looking for answers about you. And the universe once again will move all the pieces so that the signals are clear. Their place is by your side. And meanwhile, you will feel waves of unexpected emotion. One day, you will wake with an accelerated heart. Another day, you will feel a deep calm, as if their soul embraced you in silence. Because on the spiritual plane, the distance is already disappearing. This process is magical, but also challenging. It requires patience, faith, and much connection with yourself. This is not the moment to retreat or doubt what you feel. Surrender does not mean resignation. It means trusting fully in divine timing. You will see how the universe sends you confirmations, repeated numbers, lucid dreams, even fortuitous encounters with people who will speak to you indirectly about them. Nothing will be coincidence from now on. Everything will have a purpose. You may remember painful moments of this connection, but now you will understand that every tear was necessary to reach this point. Because when you healed, you gave permission to the universe to begin healing the heart of your twin flame. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you feel their energy closer than usual. You could even notice their presence in your room, as if a soft breeze passed over your skin. That is them seeking you on the etheric plane. And although their ego tries to resist, the pain of separation will make them understand that true love cannot be ignored. That internal battle that you already lived. Now it is their turn to face it, and believe me, it will not be easy. Remember that God's times are perfect. Nothing happens before or after what was planned for you. This stage of surrender and masculine awakening is part of a greater plan that you both chose before coming to this world. Keep your energy elevated. Surround yourself with things that make you happy. Take care of yourself like never before, because every step you take toward your well-being is a direct call to the soul of your twin flame to awaken once and for all. And while they debate between their mind and their heart, you will be their beacon, the light that will guide them back, even if now they cannot see it clearly. The connection between twin flames knows no limits, and you are about to experience that in a way you never imagined. Before we continue, beautiful soul, I want to ask you a small favor. Are you already subscribed to this channel? If you haven't done it yet, take a second to do it right now. This way, you ensure you don't lose any signal, any message, and any important guidance that could bring you even closer to your twin flame. Remember, everything that comes to you at this moment is for a divine purpose. Now pay close attention. What is happening inside them goes beyond what their words could express. There is a silent struggle, a war between their reason and their heart. They wake up with the impulse to find you, but within minutes their mind fills them with doubts and fears. And this cycle repeats itself over and over again, day after day. Perhaps you wonder why now, just after your surrender, everything seems to change. The answer is simple and profound. Your vibration has taken a complete turn. You no longer emit the energy of lack or desperation. Now your frequency speaks of acceptance, self-love, and pure connection. They feel it, even if they don't understand the reason. They feel that something in the air changed, that the woman who once cried for their attention today emits a different light, a security that disconcerts them and at the same time attracts them like never before. From this moment on, they will begin to have dreams where they see you happy, fulfilled, even in the arms of another man. This will awaken in them an unknown urgency. The fear of losing you forever will be the trigger you have been waiting for. Their emotions will be so intense that you will see them act in contradictory ways. One day, they may seek you out, and the next they disappear. Do not take it as rejection. It is simply the way their ego tries to resist the call of their soul. The universe will continue creating synchronicities impossible to ignore. Songs that speak of you, numbers that repeat around them, people who unintentionally mention your name. Everything will be a direct message that will push them toward you. In their physical body, they will also notice it. Chest pains, lumps in the throat, insomnia. Their entire nervous system will go on alert because every cell of their being knows that something transcendental is about to happen between you. And meanwhile, you will continue advancing, following your path with confidence. You know that this process is not just about union with them, but also about your own spiritual expansion. Every step you take toward your best version brings them closer to you. You will see how unexpected opportunities begin to arrive in your life. New people, new experiences. The universe is rewarding you for having released with love, because by surrendering you allowed the energy to flow in a perfect and natural way. Remember, the bond between twin flames is indestructible. No matter how much they try to escape, their soul will always return to the origin, and that origin is you. So do not doubt what you feel. Do not question the signs. Trust fully. And if in these days anxiety invades you, breathe and repeat to yourself, "My connection is protected. Everything happens in perfect timing. My twin flame and I are destined to meet when we are both ready." Right now, there is advice I want to give you. Stay open to the unexpected. You may see them in a place you never imagined. You may receive a message from them at the least expected moment. Do not close yourself to any possibility. Also, do not be surprised to feel their energy stronger in moments of calm. That is their soul touching yours on invisible planes, sending you the message that they are closer to awakening than you think. Trust the signs the universe sends you. If today you arrived at this message, it was not by chance. It was because your soul asked for answers. And here they are. They are in their process. And although they do not see it now, soon they will take the step that their heart is demanding. Meanwhile, be grateful for this process. Every tear, every wait, every silence, everything is making sense now, and what is coming will be much greater than your mind could imagine. Please, before continuing, verify again. Have you subscribed to the channel? This journey is just beginning, and I want you to be here to receive every message your soul needs to hear. The connection between you is already being rewritten, and the next sign may arrive sooner than you imagine. Now I want you to imagine for a moment what they are feeling right now, that whirlwind of emotions that overflows them, that need to understand why suddenly they cannot get you out of their mind. What seemed secure in their world is suddenly crumbling. Their logical part tries to find explanations, but none make sense. They do not understand why they dream of you so frequently, nor why their heart beats stronger when hearing a song that reminds them of you. They feel an emptiness they cannot fill with anything or anyone. And although they try to distract themselves, life will make sure to put your name and your energy in every corner of their day. Even in the most unusual places, a sign will appear that will take them back to you, even if only in thought. Even their conversations will change. Without realizing it, they will talk about you with friends, mention memories with you, or confess that there is someone they cannot get out of their mind. All of this is part of the process. It is the emotional awakening you have waited for so long. The nights will become longer for them. The restlessness will grow. The guilt for what they did not say, for what they did not do, for the times they denied you, will begin to weigh inside them like a rock they cannot move. And meanwhile, you will continue shining, continue vibrating high, advancing in your life purpose. That energy of yours, renewed and authentic, will be like an impossible magnet to ignore for their soul. You will see how they will try to approach you in indirect ways. They may start liking your posts or simply hover near places where they know you might be. It will not be coincidence. It will be the universe pushing them toward you. It is also possible that they begin to feel jealous for no apparent reason. The simple idea of seeing you with another person will emotionally destabilize them, and no matter how much they try to appear calm, inside they will be in a real storm. Their ego will fight with all its strength, but the call of the soul will be stronger. Little by little, their mask of coldness will break. You will see them more vulnerable, more human, more real, and that will be the beginning of a transformation that will have no turning back. Deep down, their soul knows that the time has come to face what they feel for you. They will not be able to continue escaping, and although they may still take a while to take the definitive step, their energy is already walking in your direction. Remember that you are also an active part of this process. Your faith, your serenity, and your self-love are the keys that keep the portal between you open. Every day you choose to trust is one more step toward reunion. Do not ignore the signs you have been receiving lately. If you hear a name repeatedly, if you dream of them more than normal, if suddenly emotions you cannot explain assault you, it is because they are thinking of you with an intensity they have never felt before. Very soon you will have the certainty that everything you lived had a greater purpose. The weight, the pain, the silence, everything prepared you for this moment of transformation in your twin flame connection. Now I ask you again with much affection, have you subscribed? Do it right now. This way the universe will know that you are ready to receive every new message that will help you understand step by step what is coming. You are not alone in this process. Millions of souls around the world are living exactly the same thing. And here together, we are forming a community of women who decided to awaken and live their destiny of true love. Your twin flame is feeling much more than you imagine, and the best part is that this is just beginning. Before I continue further, I want to share with you something essential about this sacred process. What is happening between you and your twin flame is not just a romantic connection. It is a spiritual contract that was made before you both came to this earthly plane. Dolores Cannon, in her profound work on soul connections, described twin flames as two halves of the same energy, separated in different physical bodies that share a joint life purpose. This purpose not only includes the reunion between both, but also the individual development necessary to fulfill a greater spiritual mission. The separation occurs because in many cases both parts are not completely ready to sustain the intensity of this connection. It is a time designed to heal wounds from the past, overcome negative patterns, and learn important lessons that will allow the relationship to flourish at its maximum potential. It is as if the universe gave you a pause to fine-tune your energies and prepare you for the next chapter. Imagine this. Two people meet, but both carry emotional burdens and wounds that have not yet healed. If they remain together without first doing the necessary internal work, these wounds could amplify and create conflicts that hinder their growth. The separation, then, is not an ending, but an opportunity. It is a space to reflect, evolve, and become the most authentic version of themselves. Dolores Cannon also explains that during this time, the souls of twin flames remain deeply connected, even though they are not physically together. Through synchronicities, dreams, and signs, the universe constantly reminds them of their bond and guides them in their healing process. It is as if both were following a spiritual map that will eventually lead them back to the same destination. So although separation can be painful, it is important to change perspective. Instead of seeing it as a loss, consider it a necessary stage of growth. Every challenge you face during this time is a lesson that prepares you for a stronger, more balanced, and more meaningful relationship. Now that we understand the purpose behind separation, it is time to explore the first signs that indicate this period is coming to an end. The first sign is that you begin to feel an inexplicable inner peace. Although the period of separation may have been full of pain, doubts, and intense emotions, suddenly you begin to experience a calm that has no logical explanation. It is as if, regardless of external circumstances, something inside you tells you that everything is fine, that something important is aligning. This inner peace is not coincidence. It is a sign that the energies between you and your twin flame are beginning to synchronize. It is the moment when you stop resisting the process and accept that everything is happening as it should. The second sign manifests in intense or symbolic dreams about your twin flame. These dreams are not like normal dreams. They are vivid, emotional, and often have a message or deep meaning. You can dream of moments of reconciliation, special places, or even symbols that represent the love and connection you share. Dolores Cannon spoke of dreams as a space where souls can interact without the limitations of the physical plane, allowing twin flames to communicate and prepare for their reunion. If you have had dreams of this type recently, pay attention to them. They often contain clues about the progress of your connection and what is to come. The third sign is that synchronicities increase. You start to notice repetitive patterns around you, like numbers that repeat, songs that seem to carry a direct message, or words you hear in conversations that remind you of your twin flame. These events are not coincidences. They are ways in which the universe speaks to you, assuring you that you are on the right path. For example, you may see numbers like 111 or 222 frequently, hear a song you shared, or receive messages at key moments that seem to come from the universe itself. These synchronicities are a confirmation that something important is about to happen. Have you noticed any of these signs recently? If so, do not ignore them. These are the ways in which the universe is preparing you for reunion. Subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and tell us your experience in the comments. Sharing your experiences can inspire others who are going through this same process. So far, we have talked about the internal and energetic changes that mark the beginning of the end of separation between twin flames. But as these internal signs become clearer, changes also begin to manifest in your environment and in the way you communicate. The fourth sign is that you begin to receive messages or hints from people close to you about your twin flame. It may be that someone, without apparent reason, mentions that person in a conversation, or perhaps you hear unexpected comments about deep relationships, soulmates, or reconciliations that seem to be directed specifically at you. These hints are not casual. They are ways in which the universe uses the people around you to remind you of the connection you have with your twin flame. Even people who do not know your situation can say something that resonates deeply with you, as if they were spokespersons for a higher message. The fifth sign is that you feel something is changing in your environment. It can be difficult to describe, but suddenly you notice that your life is entering a state of transition. Perhaps you find yourself reorganizing aspects of your life, such as your work, your relationships, or even your physical space, without knowing exactly why. It is as if the universe were preparing the stage for something big. This feeling of change can also be accompanied by new opportunities or challenges that seem to push you toward personal growth. All of this is designed to prepare both you and your twin flame for reunion. Finally, the sixth sign is that communication between you begins to intensify, whether direct or indirect. If you have been without contact for a while, you might notice that small signs of reunion begin to appear. Perhaps you receive an unexpected message, a call, or even a simple like on your social media that breaks the silence. In other cases, communication may be more indirect, like learning about their life through mutual friends or noticing that they appear in your dreams more frequently. Each interaction, no matter how small it seems, is a sign that the barriers between you are beginning to vanish. These changes in your environment and in the way you communicate are clear indicators that the period of separation is coming to an end. The universe works in subtle but unmistakable ways to open the path to reunion. As the separation of twin flames approaches its end, the signs not only manifest in the environment or communication, but also in the internal transformations that both begin to experience. These transformations are profound and reflect the work that souls have done during the time of separation. The seventh sign is that both begin to reflect evident personal growth, healing wounds from the past. During the period of separation, both you and your twin flame have had time to face your own shadows and work on your fears and traumas. Now you begin to notice that those changes become tangible. Perhaps you have overcome negative patterns that previously limited you, such as emotional dependence or fear of abandonment. At the same time, you feel that your twin flame is also evolving, even if you do not have direct contact with them. This growth is not casual. It is a reflection that both are aligning with the energy necessary for reunion. Dolores Cannon described this process as a kind of spiritual synchronization in which souls work individually to be ready for a more balanced and harmonious union. This healing is fundamental because the relationship between twin flames cannot be sustained on emotional imbalances. It is a bond that demands authenticity and self-love before it can fully flourish. The eighth sign is the appearance of a magnetic attraction toward them stronger than ever. Even if you have gone months or years without contact, suddenly you feel an inexplicable impulse that pushes you toward your twin flame. It is as if an invisible force were guiding you toward them, making you feel that the moment of reunion is near. This attraction is not limited to the emotional, it also manifests on an energetic level. You could feel their presence even when they are not physically close, or experience sensations like heat, butterflies in the stomach, or a strong desire to approach them. This magnetism does not only come from you, it is also likely that they feel it. It is a confirmation that the energies between you are converging, creating the ideal conditions for both to reunite. It is the moment when souls begin to recognize each other again, despite any distance or circumstance. We have arrived at the most anticipated moment, the two final signs that indicate that the separation between you and your twin flame is about to end. These signs are unmistakable, and when they present themselves, it is because reunion is imminent. They mark the closure of the separation period and the opening of a new chapter full of purpose and connection. The ninth sign is that you feel total clarity about what this connection means and why it had to go through a separation. Everything begins to make sense. What before seemed confusing or unfair now reveals itself as part of a larger plan. You understand that the separation was not a punishment, but a necessary stage so that both could grow and heal individually. This clarity not only brings peace, but also a sense of gratitude toward the process. You recognize the lessons learned, both yours and those of your twin flame, and you realize that everything happened exactly as it should. It is as if a veil lifted, showing you the true nature of your connection. There are no longer doubts or fears. In their place, there is a deep certainty that this relationship is destined to be. Dolores Cannon described this moment as a spiritual recalibration in which both souls are finally ready to align on the same path. This clarity is the prelude to reunion, a sign that energies are completely synchronized. The 10th sign is the appearance of an unexpected event, something that seems to be the catalyst for you to reunite. This event can take many forms: a casual encounter in an unexpected place, a situation that forces you to contact each other, or even a sudden message that breaks the silence. Whatever it is, this moment is not coincidence. It is the universe eliminating all obstacles so you can be together. Imagine this. You have gone months without knowing anything about your twin flame, and suddenly you receive a message from them just when you least expected it. Or perhaps you find yourself in a place you had never been, and when you look around, there they are. It is as if the universe conspired to bring you together, orchestrating every detail so that reunion happens at the perfect moment. These events are not only surprising, but also deeply transformative. They are the culmination of all the internal work, the synchronicities, and the lessons learned during separation. This catalyst not only reunites you physically, but also establishes the foundation for a new stage in your relationship, a stage full of love, understanding, and shared purpose. We have reached the end of this journey, but the journey between you and your twin flame continues. The signs we have explored are much more than simple hints. They are reminders from the universe that you are on the right path, advancing toward a deeper and more meaningful connection. Recognizing these signs not only helps you understand the process, but also to trust it, even in the most challenging moments. It is important to remember that separation is not the end. Although it may feel painful or endless, this period is essential for both souls to grow, heal, and prepare for union. Every challenge, every lesson, and every moment of introspection during separation are steps that lead you toward a more balanced and harmonious relationship. Dolores Cannon always emphasized that twin flames share a joint mission that can only be achieved when both parts are ready to sustain the intensity of this unique connection. As the signs become clearer and the internal and external changes begin to align, trust that the universe is working in your favor. The process may not be easy, but it is full of purpose. Your patience, faith, and Dedication not only bring you closer to your twin flame, but also transform you into a more authentic and powerful version of yourself. If this message resonated with you, if it inspired you, or gave you clarity about what you are living, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone who is going through this process. Together, we can create a community that supports and uplifts those who are experiencing these spiritual connections. Remember, your twin flame is not just someone who enters your life. It is a connection that transcends time, space, and circumstances. And although separation may seem endless, there always comes a moment when the universe conspires to unite you again. Trust the process, embrace every sign, and prepare for the reunion that will change your life forever. This is not just about romantic love. It is about spiritual awakening, about remembering who you truly are at soul level. Every step you take in this journey is bringing you closer not only to your twin flame, but also to your highest self, to your divine purpose, to the reason you came to this earth. The invisible intimacy you share with your twin flame is real. The sexual connection that transcends the physical body is sacred. The telepathy between your souls is active right now. Even as you read these words, they are feeling something, thinking something, being moved by energies they cannot explain. And that is the magic of this connection. It does not follow human logic. It follows divine law. So when loneliness embraces you, when doubt creeps in, when you wonder if all of this is real, remember this message. Remember that your soul chose this path. Remember that nothing about this connection is accidental. Every tear you have cried has watered the soil for the garden that is about to bloom between you. Every night you spent awake, thinking of them, praying for them, has sent waves of healing energy across dimensions. You are not waiting passively. You are actively co-creating this reunion with every breath, every meditation, every moment you choose love over fear. The universe hears you. Your twin flame's soul hears you, and very soon their human self will hear you too. The awakening is happening, the shift is occurring, and you, beautiful soul, are right at the center of this divine unfolding. Thank you for being here, for opening your heart to a wisdom that only a few understand. By receiving this message, you are also delivering your energy so that more women awaken to this call. Everything we give with love returns multiplied. Now, before you go, I have one more request. If this message touched your soul deeply, write in the comments, "Twin flame, infinite love." That phrase will be like a seal of connection between our souls, a spiritual pact between you, your twin flame, and this community of light. Subscribing and activating the notification bell is not just a technical action. It is a symbolic act that says, I am ready to receive more divine messages, more guidance, more love. Here, every video is created to speak directly to your soul just when you need it most. Returning to this channel will be like returning home, because here understanding, signs, comfort, and expansion await you. And remember, every time you share a video, you plant hope in another flame who perhaps today feels lost. Thank you for trusting, for feeling, for allowing yourself this mystical experience. We will meet again soon, because what unites the soul, time can never separate.